I once was lost in...
On December 4th, 1956, four men walked into Sun Studio in Memphis and changed music history without even trying. Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and Johnny Cash. Together, they became what the newspaper called the Million Dollar Quartet.
This program is brought to you by Old Timer Song Factory, the online catalog of original songs crafted for your productions with the true spirit of the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
And what's wild is, it wasn't even planned. No press release, no concert, no fancy studio setup. Just four friends, all hanging around Sam Phillips' little recording room on Union Avenue.
Yeah, Carl Perkins was there first, cutting some new tracks after his hit, Blue Suede Shoes. He brought his brothers and his drummer, W.S. Holland, along for backup. Sam Phillips wanted a fuller sound, so he called in this new piano kid from Faraday, Louisiana, Jerry Lee Lewis.
That's right. Jerry Lee was still unknown outside Memphis, hadn't even released his first single yet. Sam figured, why not let the kid tinkle the ivories a little? Then, early that afternoon, Elvis strolls in, 21 years old, already a superstar with RCA, and just wanted to say hi.
He's got his girlfriend, Marilyn Evans, with him, and he's just hanging around, listening to playback of Carl's session. Pretty soon, he's itching to get in on the fun.
And then in walks Johnny Cash. Now, there's a little debate about when he showed up. Cash himself swore he was there first, just watching Carl record. But either way, by mid-afternoon, the four of them are in that little studio, trading songs, laughing, cutting up like kids.
And thank goodness the engineer that day, Jack Clement, had the good sense to hit record. He said later, "I'd be remiss not to record this." You're talking about four of the most important names in American music, all in one room, just jamming for the sheer love of it.
The sound of that tape, well, it's not polished, not rehearsed. There's laughter, piano pounding, folks singing half songs, swapping verses, but it's magic. You hear gospel, like Peace in the Valley and Just a Little Talk with Jesus. You hear old country tunes, Bill Monroe bluegrass, even a bit of Chuck Berry and Little Richard.
And that's what's so remarkable. It's like you can hear American roots music evolving right there in real time. Country, gospel, blues, and rockabilly, all blending together. These guys didn't invent rock and roll that day, but they sure captured its heart.
One of my favorite moments on the tape is Elvis talking about Jackie Wilson. He tells this story about going to Vegas and watching Jackie sing Don't Be Cruel, Elvis's own hit, and just blowing the doors off the place. Elvis says he sung the hell out of the song and then launches into his own version, imitating Wilson. That's humility and admiration right there.
And it shows how all of these sounds, black and white, gospel and R&B, country and blues, were crossing lines, feeding into one another. They were learning from one another, pushing each other forward.
Sam Phillips must have known he was witnessing something special. He even called up a local paper, the Memphis Press-Scimitar, and told him to get down there quick. Next day, the story ran with that famous photo. Elvis at the piano, Jerry leaning in, Carl with his guitar, Johnny looking on. The headline called them the Million Dollar Quartet.
Of course, the tapes didn't see daylight for years. They sat forgotten in the Sun vaults until the late 1970s, when Shelby Singleton, who'd bought Sun Records, started digging through old reels. The first batch came out in Europe in 1981, then later in the States as Elvis Presley, the Million Dollar Quartet.
And man, people couldn't believe what they were hearing. Not a slick record, but four legends at ease, just friends picking songs they loved, teasing each other, harmonizing like a back porch gospel circle. You can even hear Elvis say goodbye to Johnny at the end of the session.
They'd reunite a few times later, Cash, Lewis, and Perkins especially. In 1982, they did The Survivors Live, and in 1985, they added Roy Orbison for Class of '55, recorded right back at Sun. But nothing quite captured that spontaneous spark of the original day.
You can't plan lightning. That 1956 session was pure accident, pure joy, and pure America.
Four voices, four stories, one sound that changed everything. That's the Million Dollar Quartet. Thanks for riding along with us today. We'll catch y'all next time with another chapter in the story of American roots music.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for listening, folks.
It's time to say goodbye, friends, but we're never far. Just tune in again, same time, same place, same warm sound.
Guess you could say that's one jam session that really paid off.
If you liked the episode, don't be shy. Drop us a comment, share a memory or a story, and hit that subscribe button so you'll be the first to know when the next Stories of American Roots Music comes rolling out.